guys, it's Jen, aka MotoGP Sillies, and we're back for the second week in a row at Jerez, and it was another amazing race. We went Yamaha 1, 2, 3, baby! So just covering that, a little bit of Moto 2, a little bit of Moto 3, maybe even a little bit of Moto E, one of my new favorites. So keep watching, and here we are. So first up we have Moto 3, and Tatsuki Suzuki was on pole for the third time this year. And he actually turned that pole position into a win. And I just love it when he wins because I freaking love Papa Simoncelli celebrating and being so jubilant. And just seeing his team win it really gets to my heart. I love his enthusiasm. We also had McPhee with the redemption. You know, last week he tried to lunge at the last corner and crashed out. This week he tried to lunge to try to get into first, but he got second, so that's another, McPhee's been on point this year. And in third, we had Vietti. It was another wild race, a lot of back and forth craziness as usual. We had a big deal with Arenas crashing out, but in the end, Suzuki just took it home. He had the lead the whole time and took it to victory, so good for him. I'm excited. I've said before, I'd like to see a Japanese rider win. Of course, Tony the Tiger's my boy, but he wasn't anywhere to be seen during this race. I don't know what's up with him. Where are you, Tony? Where are you? It was a great race, as usual. Next, we had kind of a snooze fest, not a total snooze fest. There were lots of wrecks, but Moto 2, we had basically Bastianini in first, Marini in second, and Bezzecchi in third, and it just stayed that way the entire race. So the front wasn't that exciting, but, you know, back there we had a few riders battling and crashing, and the heat was really just getting to everyone. As the day progressed, I just felt like the tires, in my mind, I just pictured the tires melting everywhere. I can say that it's boring that 1, 2, 3 stayed the same the whole time, but really the fact that they all finished is amazing. And also, you know I freaking love an all-Italian podium and my favorite song, my favorite jam. Da 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 da. Is that copyright? I should probably check that out. But anyway, exciting. We had a few mishaps with the cool down lap, but that's okay, bros. I understand. I like to party hard too with excitement. I just don't have a bro to party with and be excited on a cool down lap, but you know. Now to MotoGP. You know I'm freaking excited because Yamaha got it on the box, 1, 2, 3. I predicted a 1, 2, 3 Yamaha, but I thought I hoped Franco would get on the box. But as we know, this race was insane. All kinds of crashes, mechanicals, heartbreak, heartache, and I don't even know what to do. I'm sitting there with my breakfast, 7 a.m., and what happens at turn 1? But Oliveira gets tossed over his bike, violently hits the ground, and he's out right away. He started in, I believe, 8th, his highest start yet. We were all putting money on KTM to do well this time, so it was really sad to see Oliveira out just immediately. But that was just the beginning of the heartache. We had the Ducatis in the dumper. There were a couple of mechanicals that were super heartbreaking. First, and I believe they both happened within the same lap, in lap 19 with only a few laps to go. First, Franco's going down the straight and he starts slowing down. So freaking sad. He was up there ahead of Mav. And then in that same lap, Pecco's bike had a big puff of smoke behind it. And when Simon said this is terrifying, he could be leaking oil, my heart was in my chest because I thought, first Pecco's gonna go, then Rossi's gonna go, then Mav's gonna go. So in my mind, I went from all the Yamahas finishing top to, oh my God, only Fabio might be the only Yamaha finishing. So really gutted for Pecco. He was in second. He had the technical, he had to pull off. Thank goodness he didn't crash or anything. He didn't drop any oil. But it's just heartbreaking. First Franco, then Pecco. They are having the best races of their careers in MotoGP, and they both had technical issues. It was heartbreaking, but that moved the way for Maverick to get back up there in third and battle with Rossi. But man, how cool would it have been to have all those young guys on the podium? But in the end, the old goat got up there on the podium. Of course, I was so happy that my boy Fabio got first. He ran an amazing race. They showed the lap times at the end, and he was just metronomic in his time. So that's great news. That shows that he's consistent and has not only the physical strength, but the mental strength to keep going in those conditions and just not let any outside pressures get to him. So that's awesome. So happy for Fabio to get another win. What the heck, 2 in a row. But also so happy for Rossi. The old goat still got it. 3rd place. It was so heart-touching to see him run over and hug Fabio in Parc Fermé. And I'm gonna say it, press conferences are so much better with Rossi. I felt a tiny bit bad for Maverick because all the questions were like, a question for Valet, a question for Fabio, a question for Valet, a question for Fabio. But whatever, Mav can be boring sometimes, but I'm excited that he's kind of getting the mental strength. Even though I thought he might have a bad attitude after the race, his tires were sliding everywhere, and I don't understand. There's no way I could even ever ride these bikes like these guys. I wouldn't even have the strength to put on the freaking helmet in that heat. Anyone who finished that race, I was drinking my iced coffee and thinking of you, especially Cal and Renz. Oh my God, you're both injured out there racing. So good on everyone who finished, and so happy for Fabio, so happy for Valentino, and it's just a good day. Another time where I felt amazing after the race, like I wanted to go run a marathon because I was so happy. I just feel like press conferences have so much color when Valentino is involved in them, and I just think that one reason I love Fabio so much is him telling stories about his dad taking him around and pushing him hard, and it just shows that he's grounded, he knows where he came from, and sometimes I feel like I don't know Marquez at all. Maybe it's because I came later to the sport, but he just seems so like a robot or something. I can't quite get his personality. That's why I liked Lockdown, because we could see the personalities of people like Marquez and Maverick when they're not all stressed out and in that robot mode of I must act like this for my sponsors. So I kind of miss Lockdown for that, but I don't miss Lockdown for all this excitement of a MotoGP weekend. Just like to add too, if you're not watching Moto E, you're missing out. Those races are incredible. They're destroying the tires. They are crashing. The races are short. And I mean, what do you have to lose? It's like a quick 6 to 8 lap race, and it's full of so much excitement. I highly recommend it if you're not watching it, but you don't have to take my word for it. So anyway, great day for Yamaha, great day for us Fabio fans, great day for us Valet fans. Just an overall amazing weekend. So cheers everyone. I'll see you in a couple weeks for Brno. Hopefully it's a lot cooler because it stresses me out when it's so hot. Anyway, hope you all are taking care everywhere. Bye!